Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of A Blind Guy,
His wife.
Their Life Live. We're helping you count down to the weekend. It is Thursday.
2 days, well, 1 day away from
TGIF, 1 day from TGIF. We're here for
I was trying to cut you off so I
every
can
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to help you count down to the weekend.
That's exactly what I was trying to do, guys. Get it in. You know we count you down to the weekend, and today is exceptional. We got folks here. We're gonna have.
We got an exciting lineup where we spent 30 minutes or so with you just having fun as we explore different professions and different ways to celebrate health and wellness with special guests that we met through our personal and professional lives. Our guests today are no exception to this rules. We have a fabulous young lady. She's 7 years old. Her name is Morgan. She's going to bring us our word on the street.
What?
Hi.
Hey there, Morgan. How are you?
I'm good.
You're a great looking 7-year-old. Okay. Did you hear that Mr. Corey said you were 7?
7? I don't think I'm 7.
I know, right? You're way older than that. You're responsible, all good things. And so we hear that you have a new word on the street for us. It's an old word, but the way you use it is like the new way, right?
Yes.
All right. So we can't wait to hear that word on the street from you later. So let's see in a few, okay?
Okay.
All right.
And we got a superwoman in the house today as our featured guest. We always have LaQuita Marie here, who's a superwoman in my family.
You already know.
But in her household, in her profession, this woman is a true superwoman in her own right. She's a mother. She's a thespian. She's all that and a bag of chips, as we
You used to say like, oh, I guess you're gonna do it in her main. Oh, okay. Say good morning.
Let's say good morning to Tanya Rollins Shadley, TRS Productions. Come on.
Hello. Hey, y'all.
Hey, good morning. Good morning,
everybody.
Yes, looking great. I see you have a shirt on that says Malik on the move. I like that. I know we're going to hear about that. That's part of your supermom status. I know you, of course, said you're a thespian with TRS Productions. You have your own production company. And you have 3 mini-me's. Because I was like, why should Tatiana coming in? But okay.
All right. So you guys are going to hear some tips on how you can work through any situation to make your platform a vehicle for change from Ms. Tanya Rollins Shadley. And of course, we have our plant-based treat from Chef LaQuita Marie. Did they get a sneak preview this morning? Or they gotta wait.
Let's give them a sneak peek this morning. I think we do. Let's see. This looks like, oh man, they don't have a sneak peek. I gotta do some magic here, Corey, in my tech space, and I will give them. They're not gonna get a sneak peek today.
Wow.
They gotta wait. You know.
I'll give you a hint. It's the same type. It's a word. It's something that you would drink, and it has the same kind of descriptive adjective that you use to describe someone like me in it.
Like you.
Yeah. So if you can guess what it is, I'll take a guess what it might be.
They can win prize.
They can win a prize.
Congratulations, that's it.
All right. And remember, this broadcast is viewer supported by members like you. And that means you can support this broadcast in several ways. First, bum rush the buttons. Hit the like button. Hit the turn on the notifications and share this content with others that can be inspired by our guests today.
And of course, scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen, you can visit our site for this particular channel, blindguy.com. You know what? Corey's trying to show off today, y'all. Trying to beat me to all the punches. But when you get there to blindguyhiswife.com, you'll see this site right here. It tells you right on the screen, it will say, Corey is blind, his eyes don't work, or blind guy, his wife. Corey's eyes don't work, he has a wife, they celebrate life. When you scroll down and click the green coffee cup, because the instructions tell you, buy me a coffee, support the production, click the green coffee cup. That's when it opens up that widget showing you how you can support the stream too. You can choose your coffees, you can type in your amount. I'm going to type in 94 coffees. and I'll leave a name, something nice. It tells you how you're supporting the stream and the monetary amount. And keep in mind that all proceeds do go to our 501c3 nonprofit, Autumn Edutainment. If you've been watching our other episodes or other videos on this channel, you will see exactly what we do, how we do it with Autumn. You will only see mainly Corey and I. We do have a video where we have our dance gear featured. You just gotta go back through the archive, guys, but we'll make sure we include some more of those tidbits so that you can understand exactly where your money is going with that 501c3 tax-exempt organization. So, Corey.
So, LaQuita, we're going to jump right in. This is an interactive broadcast, so you can always leave questions and write comments in the chat.
Yeah.
If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay squad in the comments.
I'm reading the comments, Corey. I gotta pull up.
First place, we have David Hunt.
Nope.
Philip Walter Jr.
Nope.
Tanya with a Y.
Nope.
Shine Bright.
Rising, fam.
Shine Bright in first place today. And Shine Bright, you've been doing your thing with the exception of yesterday evening. You got a little rain that's coming in, but thank you for shining bright and giving us some good warm weather.
Yes, the plants need water too. Hey there, David Hunt says good morning all. First after Shine Bright and Sonia with the Y.
David Hunt in the house. David Hunt is a fabulous musician and singer. Check out his YouTube channel, David Hunt. Let's hunt with the E on the end, and that way you can actually get some more meditation music. And you use that a lot, don't you?
Yep, our plant-based treat is powered by David Hunt. Hey there, Alicia Miller. She says good morning.
Alicia Miller.
Have a great day. We are doing that already. Appreciate it, Alicia. What about, all the way from South Africa, the reminder is on. What do you think that is, Corey?
Real Talk from Ntavi.
Not from.
I'm sorry, Real Talk with Ntavi. I just butchered that one. I apologize.
No, our kids are saying, Aquaba fam. What were you going to say?
Ntavi, what does your name mean? Like for me, not a common day name. It's Kwabina, which means first one on a Thursday. What does Ntavi mean?
My name is Ama. Okay, so she can let us know that. Our Watoto, our children are saying Aquaba, they're clapping for Morgan, and she's also reminding people to make sure you smash the like button. The thumbs up means a lot, helps other folks find this information. Hey there, Emily Renee. We got Emily Hawkins in there saying, hey, family.
Emily Thompson in the house. She's a great yoga instructor.
I just said Hawkins.
Right. She got married.
Oh, yeah.
I had the whole video that talked about her event, special event, and she came featured talking about her, and she said, Lance. For the first 3 years of their relationship, I thought the first 3 months of their relationship, I thought Lance's last name was T-He, because she always T-He at the end of the name.
Yes. Hey there, Karen Pino. How are you?
Karen in the house. Good morning to you, Karen.
Yes, and we also have our Watoto saying that my name is Ya. So I love it. I love it. Given their goddamn day names, we also have Sonia with the Y. Smash the button. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Y. Sonia with the Y gonna stand for us. All right, we'll stop right here.
Yeah, because copyright before I call it. Corey, speaking of calling stuff, let's call in our word on the street.
We have a fabulous young lady who's going to bring us an interesting word. When we were younger, we used to say things that were good. We would say that was dope, that was hot, and they still say those words, or that was the bomb. But they have new words now, and we're going to get one of those new words for something good, something great from Morgan W. It's time for today's Word on the Street by young Miss Morgan.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Morgan. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Now, I don't know if you think that Mr. Corey should sing, but from South Africa, Real Talk with him talking, saying, wow, please sing. Don't give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, Morgan. I don't know. Okay, good. She's gonna be neutral. She's not gonna say, hey, thumbs up.
All right, Morgan. I appreciate that. Somebody get some love from somebody.
Yes, well, you know, the Love Queen is sending love also. Hey, fam, sneak and watch network. Hit that like button. Corey, look at the little time. Let's have some comments.
Belanta Queen, thank you for joining us today all the way from out the Midwest.
Yes, and so we also have the video saying, hey, 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 folks.
Where in the world is a big... Hold on.
No, okay, go ahead. Because I was gonna say all her friends are saying, "Hey, Morgan girl."
Every time I come on the screen, you always say, "Hey, hey, hey." Is that like, hey, hey, hey? Are you trying to tell me something? I need to lose weight again?
Hey, we got Billy Hawkins saying, "Hey, boy."
All right.
Shine Bright is also saying, "Hey, Mo, that's my baby." And Melissa Queen Princess Morgan in the house. The puff is hot. Let's just say that, okay? So tell us the word of the day.
Today's word of the day is bussin'.
Oh, you know what? They were busing kids to school.
Back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, busing, like, you know, getting on the bus and going across town, right?
That's not it?
No.
Okay.
Well, give us an example. Like, how would you use busing in a sense? Like, if you were describing something or, you know, I don't know, use it.
Well, bussin', you would say bussin' if something is really good. So I could say vegan mac and cheese is bussin', or if I'm eating, I say this is bussin'.
Oh, so hold on a second, girl, because you know what? We gave you the slow layout, and then here comes Real Talk with Tabi. Morgan, you are gorgeous. So that's Real Talk with Tabi saying that, and Watoto saying period. I think they're talking about the puff. Oh, I got it. So basically, we can say Morgan, that puff is bussin', because I mean it's tight, it's right. Is that right? All right, Corey, I got it. You know, I got the slang down.
So we can say, Morgan, the lady just said you look gorgeous. So Morgan, your face is bussin'.
That sounds kind of bad though when you say it like that.
Yeah, it doesn't have the quite ring I want to have, but okay.
Okay, so listen, Morgan, is this right? Valanta Queen says, I made dinner last night. My daughter talking about it's bussin'. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, good. Our kids talk about your puff. They're like bussin'. Okay, so Morgan, thank you for explaining like the new slang, what folks are saying. Because like I said, I just was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to school again. You know, we're moving across town or whatever. So this has been fun. I think we'll have to say goodbye for now, but we'll be using that word all day.
All right, thanks, Morgan.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. That was fun.
Yeah, bussin'. Okay. Can you say that to everybody? Like, man, these beans are bussin'.
We'll do the intro for our guests and use bussin'.
Oh, that's gonna be a challenge. Okay.
That's gonna be a challenge. Our guest is
today's featured guest is a lady of many talents. She is the mother of a special needs child, and in the midst of that, she still finds time to share her creative talent through theater arts. She is a thespian, a writer, a director, a producer, and she still has time to keep everything bussin'.
Hey.
Now, this you thought that someone like Maya Angelou was a great writer. You thought that Terry McMillan could write a book and make great movies. This woman makes them pale in comparison. She is none other than today's featured guest. She is Tanya Rollins Shadley of TRS Productions.
Hey! that's a busting introduction. How about that?
All right, yeah, my intro was busting. That's good.
Yes, you know, this is so wonderful. Our kids were like, bye, Morgan girl. She could put us a word that we could use for you to come into. And you are phenomenal. I mean, you're amazing. You're everything that Corey said you are. I say we jump right in because I have a fabulous picture to show that explains you all in a nutshell. Hey, Sean Price says, welcome, Tanya. Our children are saying, well, hey, Miss Tanya. So we've got people welcoming you here. Let's see who you are. This is just phenomenal. If you can see this, guys, it says right there, spinning in a circle, what we're about to see. So drum roll is what that's spinning. So we've got here Tanya R. Shadley, CEO and founder of TRS Productions, Malik on the Move, TRS Kids, LLC, a quality entertainment provider. All of your information right there on that image. So let me make sure that information is always scrolling at the bottom as well. So that way, you know, people can see it all the different ways. You know, this is going well already because Real Talk with Ntabi says Shadley's energy is blessing.
Hey.
So, I mean, you got here, you're an entertainment provider since 2006, you know, with TRS Productions. There you are showing us a little swag there. There's your logo. So this is obviously, I see music notes, I see the comedy tragedy mask, which, you know, is a sign for theater. You've got events. There's a cook-along concert this Friday. TRS Kids LLC. Like, there's so many things. And all three of these people look like you. So we know that you're a mom, but there you are on stage, you know, like you're a performer. So you're also running Malik on the Move. This is too much. Like, oh, nice, there's everybody, your husband, your kids. Tanya has those rabbit ears. So this is an Easter photo, I'm guessing.
And not, and just so we can clarify, Tanya has a child that has special needs. Her husband also has special needs. He likes the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
No.
So, you know, oh, got it. You know what? And you know what? I don't know if people tell you, because they used to always tell us, you and Corey look like, but I think your kids all look like you, because you and your husband, like when we see your husband, we see the kids. When we see you, we see this. So then it's like, wait, y'all kind of look alike too. So
tell us about Malik on the Move and how that is part of your life.
Yeah, because our kids are like, I got a Malik on the Move t-shirt. So yes, tell us all about Malik on the Move. I'm going to pull up the Facebook page while you explain that.
Absolutely. Well, Malik on the Move started out. I have a differently able son. I like to say, some people say special needs. I say differently able because we just have a different way of getting it done, right? And so I started Malik on the Move originally as a way of just letting people know, updating people as to what was going on with us, you know, as far as his progress and what was going on with him, with different things we were dealing with his seizures and stuff like that. We would come across different people, and people were like, we want to keep up with you all. And I was like, okay. And it was cute when it was like 5 or 10 people, but then it was like 100 people. And I was like, okay, there's no way I can text this many people. We'll do a Facebook page. Let's do a Facebook page. So then we created a Facebook page, and then I had a lot of parents, especially moms, you know, private messaging me saying, you know, do you know anything about resources, or this is something that I'm frustrated about, you know? And I started realizing the similarities of what they were going through as well as what I was going through, and I was like, wow, this is starting to grow into something more. So then we were Malik on the Move, and then I'm just there now.
I'm just looking at, I see like you have caregiver support group meetings. You've got all these different updates that are happening with him. Like, it's not just, oh, I've got a support group, but you're actively, you know, telling us, like you're saying here, light up with blue for Autism Awareness Day.
That's right.
You're showing us at doctor's appointments, you know, getting the casts off. You're showing us this journey, and this is helping other people. Like, it's helping everyone. Oh, that's so cute. There's a picture of Tatiana next to Malik.
Now, let me tell you about that. Yeah. Malik is differently able. Malik can qualify for professional wrestling because Tatiana. Tatiana had gotten hold of something in one of our rehearsals or one of your productions for Juneteenth. And she was running from your grandmother, who your mother was supposed to be taking care of her. And she went back doing the
rehearsal. She was running the kids.
Right. And so she tried to use Malik as an interference. So she ran around Malik's wheelchair twice. And on the third back, Malik just reached out and just rushed his sickle.
Where you think you going? Where you think you going?
I said, wow, that's great, Malik.
Yeah, so it kind of birthed into, you know, a support group situation. So I said, you know, I wanted to be able to provide resources and information to, you know, to other families to kind of make that connection, as well as be a safe place for them to share. So we started doing the support group, and then the pandemic and everything hit. So I said, listen, we're going to still keep this thing going. So we do it virtually now via Zoom. twice a month. Just a way of connecting with, with other families. And it's not just those with differently able children. It's also those that are caregivers for the elderly, because we have a few participants that are part of the Malik on the Move group that don't have children that they care for, but it's their parent that they're caring for, and it's total care for them. So we want to be able to provide supports and information to them as well.
Well, this is wonderful. Like, we saw the pictures of Tatiana, and our kids are like, oh, but then they're like, oh my God, yes, I remember when Malik clothesline. So speaking of babies, Elizabeth says, I love my baby. So glad you are showcasing her. Elizabeth does a lot of work for the deaf and blind. She's starting Merrily Bakery Institute over in Ghana, building from the ground up for special needs people with sensory deficits, the blind and deaf, so that they can learn business from the ground up. And I'm thinking, like, dang, I want to enroll. I need to learn business from the ground up.
That part.
You are deaf and blind. You don't hear it unless I'm say something you didn't like, or you're blind unless I do something you didn't want me to do.
Well, Zenobia is also saying, greetings to my favorite family, friends, and special guests.
Know in the house.
Yes, hey there, Zenobia.
Tanya, you are a thespian, you are a director, you are a singer, you wear a lot of different hats in the performing arts arena. You've been doing this since you could walk. I remember you told a story about how you got your tambourine workouts and watching your brothers on the basketball court and you practice your tambourine there. But tell us about how you've been able to use the performing arts as a vehicle platform to get the message out about inclusiveness.
Well, I feel like for the most part, it literally is being able to show an inclusive environment, showing that, that I have my son a part of the performances that they're doing with TRS Kids. He's been a part of that production. We did Kaleidoscope back in December, which was their first big production from the TRS Kids production company that I recently started. So being able to, tap into that and show Malik in his performance realm, in spite of him having a wheelchair, he rolling right on out there with everybody else. And we incorporated the inclusiveness by having the other kids. Matter of fact, Trinity was the one that pushed him, and it was his kind of helper or aid to kind of push him around when they were doing the stuff from Dreamgirls in one of the musical numbers. So they had a great time doing that. So I feel like the inclusiveness, and then also being able to write it in. That's the benefit of being able to have the writing and directing that I do. I can write my own content. So I can bring awareness to, inclusion. I can bring awareness to different abilities. I can bring awareness to things that kids socially go through in different capacities. So those are my two main things that I love about, being able to showcase that and involve the inclusiveness. They got my babies up there, my TRS kids.
Yes. So that's what I was just pulling up. Like, your TRS Kids Facebook page is showing, you guys doing classes, because, the new word is pivot. The old word was, I think, what, just switch up to something else? Change up the game. Right, flip script. So here you are doing Zoom classes, with your TRS Kids LLC Productions. There you are in front of green screens, because look, we got to do this, right? You can't just stay where you are. And the nice thing is that Real Talk and Tavi said, she just liked the Facebook page. Your work is amazing. God bless you more. So I'll definitely, so far I dropped in the Facebook page for Malik on the Move. I'll also drop in to the chat the link for the TRS Kids, because we have here in the chat, you can click those links, but also in the video description, it's already there for you as well.
Now, you got TRS Malik on the Move, TRS Kids, but you also have TRS Productions. I know they all kind of feed into each other, but TRS Productions, can you tell everybody what it actually does, how it actually works in conjunction with everything else?
Well, TRS Productions was my first baby, actually. I started out with TRS Productions back in 2006. I have been working on quite a bit of my friends and different people that would just kind of hire me to direct or produce or stage manage their productions. And, God was like, 2006, okay, it's your turn. So 2006, I birthed TRS Productions, and that more geared towards kind of adult content. So when it comes to like my Onward and Upward production, which is a domestic violence awareness show, we really go there to really start a real conversation our juke joint show, Lady Shadley Juke Joint. We're actually going to run that back hopefully this summer with the guys. It features 5 phenomenal singers, all guys, juke joint setup, piano, table, chair, and a mic. And the fellas go in. There's a little bit of choreography and stuff. Shout out to Vincent Epps, who is my mentor. And I would be remiss if I did not share and say special thanks to a few special people that have helped to start me in my journey. I started singing at 5. Mr. Randy Walston put a mic in my hand at 5, and I sung "If I Were a Tree." If I were a tree, all I could do is lift my arms to you, Lord. That was my first song. And I said, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do. I saw the people's reaction. I was like, ooh, I want to make that happen again. And then when I started at 8, I did my first stage play audition on the campus of Norfolk State University with Norfolk State players, NSU players, under the direction of the wonderful, incomparable, DeShera Sunshine Rainey, who's my mentor, who I love. She's gone on to glory. But I'm so grateful for that experience. Her and Vanessa Holloway, Garrido, she's gone on to glory now as well. But I would be remiss if I didn't shout them out. And Vincent Epps did a lot of the choreography. Being able to be a part of that summer arts workshop at Norfolk State really helped.
So right now you're looking at the screen.
Hold on a second. She's still talking. I'm gonna unmute her. Oh no, no, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Don't worry, guys.
Here we go.
There we go.
I don't know how, but the mute button got clicked. So I figured, let me pull up your site. And so that way, you know, people can see some of these things.
Hold on, I'm gonna say it like DeShera Rainey would say it, Tanya.
And I'm just gonna show some of the pictures.
You're the one with the mouse, right?
I'm the one with the mouse.
Oh, doggone it, you were the one that clicked the mute button.
You know,
did I have it right, Tanya? Did I get it right, Tanya?
Shout out to DeShera. If you know, you know. DeShera Rainey, Vanessa, I was saying before, I'm not sure where it may have cut off at as far as the muting of the mic, but I would be remiss if I did not shout out these special people because they literally started me. Randy Walston at 5 years old put a mic in my hand, and then at 8, I did my first audition with Norfolk State players under the DeShera Sunshine Rainey direction. Vanessa Holloway, Garrido, Vincent Epps, these are my mentors. These are the people I really look up to. Randy is still with us, thank God. DeShera and Vanessa are no longer with us. And Vincent, of course, is still with us. I have to call Vincent today. Shout out to Vincent Epps. He's done choreography for a couple of my productions, my juke joint show. You guys are showing some things from Ninth Hour, which was my very first big production that I wrote, directed, and produced all myself. It was at the Roper Theater. We had almost 2 sold-out shows there at the Roper in downtown Norfolk. I was ecstatic about coming out the gate like that. So just kept trying to continue to provide quality entertainment experiences.
It's difficult to sell a show. People don't understand that, you know, it's more than just put on a show. You need people in the seats. And so it definitely makes a difference when you have people in the seats, you know. Here's some of the casting from the Ninth Hour. But yeah, it's something. And it's like you're saying, you know, I'm definitely going to make sure I share the site in the link because I told you guys all of these things are shared already, but in the video description. But hey, if you're watching live, you want the easy button. I know I do. So
I'll say this too. I challenge everyone that's watching via YouTube and live and all of that too. You know, when you all have friends or individuals that are doing shows, we're in theater, we're in production, right? This is what we do. We're performing artists. For me, this is how I eat. There's no 9 to 5. This is what I do full time, right? So even if you can't make something that's going on, buy a ticket, sow a seed, and give it away to somebody else. Maybe you're not available. I know that my entertainment experiences that we're having, we got one coming out on Saturday. It's every third Saturday of the month. We've done it for about 3 or so months now. And we provide cooking experience where you have live cuisine instruction. And then after that, once your food is done cooking, what you're following right along with the chef step by step. And then you provide it with an entertainment experience, be it comedy, be it a concert, or what have you. So being able to showcase different talent, you know, but I challenge everyone to support local artists, support those that are trying to find this pivot through these entertainment experiences, because Lord knows if the world shut down again, y'all gonna want something to do in the house.
Well, you know what? You bring up a great point. David Hunt, thank you so much for mentioning that our, that we didn't have sound earlier. He's saying that he loves this. Philip Paulo Jr. talking about good morning all in this afternoon, Corey.
PWJ, you about as behind as your Dallas Cowboys.
And so, hold on a second, Corey, because also let us know, David Hunt, because he's a tech person, he's not just a singer or musician. He says your sound is sounding choppy. So I'm going to let you ask this question, but I pulled up that event so she can give us more information. I don't know if your question was related to that, but go for it.
My question was basically, you have a differently able son. You're managing all these different. What do you say to the other mothers or the other parents that are out there that are trying to wear 15 different hats? How do you do it? What advice do you give them? What tips do you give them?
And then we'll get back to the event.
Okay. I'll say this. One thing is you really have to prioritize your time. There are times that I set aside and give myself a to-do list and give myself a deadline. I love the Asana app. Shout out to my assistant. And that's another thing. Because I'm literally running 3 different businesses, I had to get an assistant to kind of help me. And I'm praying the Lord to give me more resources to give her more hours. But I had to bring on some help to kind of navigate what I'm trying to do. And also, I would say, and highly encourage anyone that is doing, businesses or anything like that, you have to take time for yourself. Mm-hmm. It's imperative. You have to find family time, and you have to find time for yourself and not feel guilty about it. I told myself, I said I'm coining with Malik on the Move as a part of that, because I said, I told myself, I literally looked in the mirror about a month ago, and I said, in order to give my best, I have to be at my best. And in order to be at my best, I must rest. Mm-hmm. It's imperative. And I looked at myself in the mirror.
Can you sing that? Does it rhyme? I think that would make a great song.
Right, no, put it into a song. Right, that part. Yeah. Right, but I looked in the mirror and said it to myself.
Hold on a second, Tanya, because
my best. I gotta get my best, please leave me alone.
I gotta call Sharon. I gotta put it on wax.
Okay, so Tanya, we're gonna let you finish. You were saying you can create your own tune because you heard Corey taking somebody else's. So go for it.
Just giving yourself permission to take those breaks. It's imperative, because what I realized in the midst of that is that it gives me an opportunity to recharge. I can be at my best when I let my brain breathe a little bit. And also finding those things that allows my brain to breathe and take a break. I know even if I go to a hotel, if it's not near water, my mind is not going to rest. I have to be near somebody's water. Just the sound of that, for whatever reason, I'm just like, and my brain will start thinking of 15 different things, maybe like 2. But finding that space to be able to, rest and have some time down, find a time with my husband. I love my husband. We've been together. Again, my wedding anniversary is May 13th. We've been married 14 years. We've been together since 97. He's talking about we've been blessed all that time. We've been together since high school, but we've been married since 2006. And literally just finding time for us to just, go somewhere together or do some things together. And then that family time, it's very important. So I encourage them, keep pushing and don't limit yourself to what you think you can do. Because a lot of times we'll talk ourselves out of starting a new business or writing that book or what have you, because all of what, just start with page 1.
You know what? I love it. David Hunt is feeling this. He says, let your brain breathe. And, the other thing is, Corey, still trying to get back in on good versus talking about it's still AM in the Eastern Standard Time. So Tanya, the thing is here, you have so many different platforms, you're managing them well, and even with your TRS Productions Facebook page, I just dropped that into the chat because it has everything. Like, you update all of your social spaces, you engage, you're having different meetings with everybody. Like, you got coming up on the 21st in just a few days, couple conversations with Tanya and you and your husband. They can watch it live right there on Facebook. And then, of course, your cook along and concert. I want you to tell us a little bit more about this, so that way we'll wrap it up with this information, because on the screen I've got the flyer, and
okay.
I've also got the details. So if people follow you, they can get all of these details as well. So tell us about this.
Yes. I'm very excited about my virtual entertainment experiences. Okay, so I can't safely get people together to be able to provide a performance or, you know, that entertainment experience. So I figured out my pivot, right? So my pivot was, okay, let's provide virtual entertainment experiences. So literally people, once they purchase their ticket, we send them the ingredients list that they will need to purchase, the items that they will be cooking with. And most of the things that you have are right in, you know, stuff is already in your kitchen. But it may be a few things like shrimp or, you know, crab meat or something like that, depending on what the menu is for the night. So then they log on at 8 p.m. on that Saturday, and then they have live live instruction. It's not one-on-one, because any of the other individuals that are there, you're in your house, right? And then he's in his house, and then you are cooking step by step. They work on an appetizer as well as an entree, even with plating. And shout out to Chef Carlos Showtime Lindsay, who's the owner of Our People Soulful Seafood. He is our featured chef for our event this coming Saturday. And shout out to them as well, because I've known him since high school as well. But they have a location off of Tidewater Drive. If y'all have not been, you have to go check it out. That shrimp po' boy will do something to you. But all of it's good. But that's my favorite, the shrimp po' boy. My husband likes to know with the fish and the shrimp on there on the po' boy. It's like a pop place po' boy is what it's called. Yeah, it's wonderful. And then they have a second location that they're opening on out in OV in Norfolk. So we are very excited and you know, for that experience with them. But we're featuring that's his picture right there on the screen there, Chef Showtime Lindsay. And once they finish cooking, then you don't even have to move anywhere. You could transition your computer or your phone or what have you to the table from the kitchen. You sit down and then you got a live show right there in your living room or in your kitchen. So we've been, you know, excited about this virtual pivot, excited about what we're doing, and I'm just so excited. I am. You have no idea how excited I am about the virtual pivot, right? Pushing past the pivot. Pushing
exactly. You know, so basically, to get started with this, they just first have to cash out TRS Empire. I'm sorry, they email you. So I'll have your email into the chat as well. So that way they can email you, they can call you. And then
if they send us the Cash App, they do the $ TRS Empire, and in the notes section, they just put their email address. Because as soon as I get the email, I send the ingredient list right out. Or there's a Square link if they would rather go through Square. We've got a couple different options if they want to reach out to us. Well, those are the numbers that you all have provided there. But you know, if they want to do it, the easiest way is probably go through Cash App. But just make sure they have to put their email in the notes section so that I can send out the ingredient list to them. And then on Saturday at 12 o'clock, they'll get the private link that they'll be able to use for that night for Zoom.
Nice. I love it.
Now we're gonna wrap this up. And I know one point I want you to make is, you know, both of us, you know, both Occupy Entertainment, we work with TRS Productions on numerous projects. You've been a cast member for one of our stage plays, which is Pee Wee Straw, Preacher Pee Wee Straw Revival. Also the vocal director for that one. And we did the first one on behalf of Malik on the Move to help Malik on the Move as a fundraiser. We've done a lot of work together, collabs together. And one thing that you always say is that, you know, it takes we always say it takes everybody to be a part of it. So how can people support TRS Productions and other nonprofits? You know, why should they support TRS Productions and nonprofits?
Oh, absolutely. Well, as far as supporting TRS Productions, we provide quality entertainment experiences, and TRS Kids, the same thing, but in regards to the children's formatting. So there's not a lot of opportunities for our kids to kind of tap into their creativity, as well as, you know, being able to, how do I say it? Being able to tap into, you know, those type of trainings is very important to me, because for me, as a child in performing arts, you know, we couldn't afford a performing arts program. You know, we needed a Siva Summer Arts Workshop where it was less, and plus I was on scholarship, right? Thank God for it. I'm so grateful for it, because it was able to not limit me, you know, based off where we were financially or what have you. So being supportive of the arts programs that we're providing here in 757 is crucial. And we need individuals like those that, you know, subscribe and are watching on YouTube and on Facebook and everything to support what we're doing, to sow into what we're doing, because we want to continue to provide these quality entertainment experiences, but also keep the cost low for the trainings that we're doing with our kids and everything. And Malik on the Move, I really see Malik on the Move growing into other things. What we're working on right now is a support group and everything, but we have a book that we're trying to release in 2021. We actually have 2 that we're working on right now. I got to shout out my illustrator, Ben, who was working on illustrations for my Differences book. And I'm going to start working on the Special Shapes books, which is another book that we're putting out talking about my son's seizures and epilepsy awareness. So we have a bunch of things we want to do when it comes to TRS Kids. I have a bus I want to, you know, buy so that when we're doing acting classes and the kids can't get to me, I can still get to them. You know, I have big dreams, I have big ideas, and so I need people like yourself to donate, be it whether it's Cash App, whether it's PayPal, whether it's Square. We got all those opportunities set up, and they can link up with us via the website, via the phone number 757-201-2496. Any of the emails, you can send a smoke screen and be like, Tanya, hey yo, I'm probably gonna hear you because I'm gonna come get it.
You know, this is real, because as a nonprofit, Malik on the Move is a nonprofit. You can apply for grants. You definitely can apply for different partnerships. However, all nonprofits they always need additional funds. There's never the same way we look at the larger ones. The Red Cross, Operation Smile. Like, I can't think of enough. I'm not going to mention those because we want them to remember. We want them to remember TRS Productions.
That's right.
You know, this is so fun. Thanks for talking with Bobby for those in the I Get Live T-shirt.
Check out Doc Rock's channel. Let's Get Live. Tech advice for doing live streaming.
Yes, that's one of our tech friends. We need his help. Our situation is choppy between us, but we're going to head on out after we ask you this final question. This is a surprise, probably, but it leads us right into our next segment, which is a plant-based treat segment. So,
how many fruits and vegetables have you eaten today?
How many fruits and vegetables have I eaten today?
Yes.
1. I had an orange.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
to have a fruit or vegetable with each meal. So you're on the move. So like Malik is on the move. So we're gonna talk.
Corey, I don't even know if we're gonna get a plant-based treat. Remember, we'll just show up. You know, we got so many plant-based treats. We're gonna have to pull in an old baby if our current one, you know, doesn't pop in there. But hey, either way, Tanya, this has been great today. We really enjoyed you, and my goodness. We got so many good things. Wait a minute, we got a surprise plan. What's happening here?
Hey, yo, the other half. How about you know what it was done?
Hey there, how you doing today, Valerie? She's on.
Just want to jump in and say hey real quick, y'all.
Hello.
Hey, Melvin, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How everybody doing?
We're doing good. You got any words of wisdom for us before we close out?
What?
Words of wisdom.
Happy
life, happy wife. Happy wife, happy life.
What she said.
You approve that message. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Well, this has been, Tanya, this has been absolutely phenomenal. We're going to say goodbye to you for now. Phil says, thanks, Tanya, and the other half.
It's been fun. Thank y'all so much for having me. I took upon this family to us. It's like a family reunion, so I was happy to do it. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait.
Absolutely. We got to get back again. It's not the last time, it's just the first. So we'll see you soon. All right. Oh my goodness, that was fun, Corey.
Yeah, Tanya Miller, she's really talented. She's a vocalist, she's an actor, she does a lot of things, and see how she is. She can turn it on in a dime, as far as coming up with a character for her parts. She's just excellent, phenomenal. So congratulations to all the things she's doing at TRS Productions, TRS Kids, and Malik on the Move.
Yes. So Corey, what's happening is I figured let me put our sweet treats in there. so that we can get on to a real talk with Ntavia saying you rock, Shadley. We also had David Hunt saying thanks, Tanya. So I say it might be the people's choice today, Corey. I don't know if you have a favorite or something that you always like. Thanks, David. We'll see you soon. Or in the morning, he says good afternoon. All he probably sneaking back, not sneaking back, going back to work from sneaking in to live is what I think is happening there.
So you asking me if I have a favorite?
Yeah. Oh, great. So grateful. So happy to have you here. She says great theme. I appreciate that. Yeah, Corey, we're going to head on over to our plant-based treat. And do you have honestly speaking, I like burger bites, but
I was going to say sliders.
Yeah, it's all the same. Let's go for it. Yeah, let's go for it. You got to do the intro.
Oh, it's time. It's time. Today's plant-based treat with Chef LaQuita Marie.
Burger bites.
I'll give a quick tutorial.
These meatballs have broccoli, which are full of sulforaphane to fight cancers of the colon, lung, and prostate. Broccoli is also loaded with vitamins and minerals for healthy bones.
Garlic and onions.
Garlic and onions lower blood pressure, regulate diabetes, and reduce your arteries from hardening. They're full of antioxidants like vitamin C to fight colon, prostate, lung, and brain cancers.
Add the meatless meatballs, pinch it closed.
These meatballs are also made with carrots that are full of carotenoids or cancer-fighting antioxidants. They're high in fiber, which reduces your blood sugar and cholesterol levels.
These are plant-based meatballs that I made, and we put them onto a baking sheet. We're going to bake these at 400 degrees. These are golden brown, so I'm going to dip them into the plant-based butter. I'm just going to melt some of this plant-based butter.
Plant-based butter is optional, but since we dipped ours in ketchup and mustard, we didn't need it.
I added basil to the bread dough and the meatballs, which alleviates stress, anxiety, and depression, increases the ability to think and reason, and prevents age-related memory loss.
It tastes like what? Oh, it tastes like pizza.
Yeah, it tastes like pizza when you dip it in ketchup and mustard. It tastes like a hamburger.
Oh.
So without butter and butter, it's really, they're both really good.
So it just made the difference when you added the ketchup and the mustard.
Yes, plain it just tasted like a regular pizza, and then when you added the ketchup and mustard, it tasted like, oh yeah.
All right.
Those burger bites and slides of LaQuita's plant-based meat that she's created. Definitely get that ready for the upcoming summer cookout months. Put them on the grill.
So Grateful says, just joining in, I truly appreciate I have some background in special needs education. This is very beneficial. And so she said, much appreciated. Wonderful. Our kids are clapping. We got to sign off. I hopefully they can hear us. I know sound was interesting today. I don't know if it's the weather or what it is, but hey, I'm going to say goodbye.
We always say goodbye saying deuces, but today we're going to say this episode was busted. Deuces. Deuces.